for one, but
potential. Man, good little flurry by McDougal and Drexler there. So these are, I say every match is obviously high priority, but these are definitely high priority matches, kind of like some of those ones that had some folks placing 7th place and punching their ticket.
That green corner for Drexler can't believe that there wasn't a stall call there on McDougal as he kind of just walked out of the circle.
Yeah. Kind of grimaced a little bit when he walked back to the middle, kind of was holding that right knee. So kind of keep an eye on that too throughout this match.
He's got both knees padded up pretty good. The sleeve on the left knee, the pad on the right knee for Willie McDougal from Oklahoma. Number 13 in the national rankings, so a decent case for an at-large berth if he were to fall here.
Right.
He's probably got the best case of the bunch. Drexler, the 5 seed, not in the national rankings. Drexler on that leg. Johnson trying to work, McDougal rather, trying to work away from him. Got a hand on that head. Still in bounds is Drexler. No takedown yet. Trying to drag McDougal back into the circle. 1:22 left here in this first period. An eternity here for Drexler to work this position. Nothing yet. Can't seem to secure that far leg. Shelving the left leg now and dragging McDougal back into the circle. What strength from Gavin Drexler.
If he can, he needs to try to get him all the way back to the center if he can. McDougal's really, really flexible in this position. Got great balance, as you can see so far. They've been going at this for about 30 seconds right now.
Still in the circle technically, still a toe in, and there's the takedown for Gavin Drexler. Really, he worked that for almost a minute.
That was a really, really, really good job by Drexler in that position. Took his time, didn't panic, finally got to that point to where he could like drop down and go get that far ankle.
Travis and Allen, meanwhile, still scoreless. Late first period, Travis in on a leg, working toward the takedown, nothing yet. Allen into the splits, right on the edge of the circle, 7 seconds in the period. Much different than what we just saw in Mat 2. Travis does not have time here. 2-1, he's gonna run out of time and will not get the takedown. They'll go scoreless to the second period.
Good flurry there. Nice attack by Travis, good defense by Allen. Heading into the second period with a 0-0 score on mat number 3 and a 3-2 score. McDougal with the reversal, now 4-2 score. Drexler with an escape on mat number 2.
Good one worth watching on mat 4 as well. Hawks and Bruneau, 10-7 with a minute left in that third period. That is for a spot in Philly. That 7th and final pre-allocation at 184. Aiden Bruneau with the advantage. He also has a riding time point locked in with a minute and 58 seconds of riding time. So that's effectively an 11-7 lead for Bruneau.
Here's that Drexler takedown. Now here's what he's doing a good job. Comes back to the center, dives down, and before that he took him back a little bit further. Right, had McDougal bouncing on that leg a little bit, took him back a little bit, got him back in there and took his time. That was key there.
And any toe from Drexler inbounds keeps that within play.
Yes.
And allows that to count. He will start on bottom here, start of the second period with a 4-2 advantage. 10 seconds left on 184 on mat 4. Hawks needs a takedown and a tilt, really. And he's just not going to have enough time.
Look at this kid.
Aiden Bruneau is going to Philadelphia.
Nice match. Nice turning for Bruneau. Redshirt freshman coming out here, getting a taste of this competition.
Unseeded, 19-15 on the year. He finishes 7th and earns a spot in the NCAA tournament. McDougal with an opportunity here. Tilting Drexler.
Big.
Drexler able to scramble away, gets the reversal. That will tie things up 4-4.
Dougal with that turn there. Drexler looking to reverse there. We missed some action. There was something. It was 4-2 at one point, then 6-4. That's what the score is now. McDougal still in control right now. Riding time going up. So we were looking over here, Mike. Something happened over there. Once again, out of tennis match a little bit, buddy. Now Drexler's going for a reversal. That's at least
one. They spill out of play. That's going to be one escape, not the 2 reversal. 6-5. Drexler. No, McDougal has the riding time advantage. He's got a $1:11 of riding time, so that is at present more like a 7-5 lead, but certainly still a mountain of time to work with here for Drexler to change that fact.
They just called Travis for a stall call here. 21 seconds left in this second period. 1:39 of riding time for Travis.
He has ridden Allen the entirety of this second period on mat 3.
McDougald and another stall call on McDougald there.
That's the first. So no point all awarded. That is, they're going to say action as they went out of play. But the next stall against McDougald would award a point and tie that match as it stands right now. Travis with the mat return. Can he get away? No. Good work by Teague Travis to stay on top of him. He's going to ride out Allen for the entirety of the second period. A full 2-minute ride for Teague Travis of Oklahoma State.
So you remember when we talked about yesterday, Mike, right? Some of these matches where some of these guys got to think, hey, I got to get 1, 2, maybe 3 mat returns. That's a similar situation, right? Stall call on Travis. Ref still made it a backup. Allen had 22 seconds to escape. He went for it really hard, but Travis just stayed with him. And this is a barn burner over here on mat number 2 as well.
6'5", the advantage for McDougald. He also has the riding time advantage at present. Drexler's going to try and ride him for at least 11 seconds here and get that down. He won't be able to.
That was really nice by McDougald there. Ooh, that was clean.
They still, the riding time is still going down. They have not given the escape to McDougald.
Yeah, there's no. There it is. Well, I can't tell if he's got that far ankle.
They will give now the escape to McDougald, but because of the riding time clock continuing to tick away there, that's down to 47 seconds. That takes a point off the board for McDougald. It's 7-5 with the escape. And now Drexler needs a takedown. Again, mats 2 and mats 3. Top right, bottom left corner at 149, the console semifinals. Both are for a spot in Philadelphia. Loser does not have an auto bid.
Allen's got a good little ride going on so far. He's taken Travis's time down to 1:27 right now. With 1:28 left in this third period.
Frenetic action back and forth, match 2 and 3. Allen continuing on the ride. Trying to work that riding time back down under a minute. McDougald got a hold of that ankle. The work behind by Drexler. There's the takedown for Drexler on a 1-point lead, 8-7. Riding time not a factor.
Oh, Travis with the reversal.
Travis with the reversal.
Wow.
And 2 for the Oklahoma State Cowboys a minute to go. And working the riding time back up now.
Man, both of them. Drexler with the lead here, 8-7. Remember, McDougald does have a stall call as well. Travis and Allen over here going back and forth. Big reversal for Travis, so that technically makes the score 3-0 here on mat number 3.
Because he's up to now a $1:23 of riding time. Allen's going to need an escape and a takedown, and in very short order. Caution here on mat 2. 8-7 the score in favor of Drexler after the takedown. 41 seconds there. 24 seconds now as Travis continues to ride Allen. He rode him for the entire 2 minutes of the second period, and he is heavy on the ride right here on the third period. Allen trying to wiggle his way free, cannot get loose. 8 seconds left in the period. 2 reversal. Beg your pardon, 2 near fall for Drexler, 10-7 on mat 2. Teague Travis rides him out and wins on mat 3. Teague Travis, the last minute addition at 149 for Oklahoma State, earns a spot in Philadelphia.
That's the key right there, right? The last spot available, being that Young and Vasquez is not in this weight. They had 6 to 7 allocations. That took it down, or 6 allocations, took it down to 4. Drexler's trying to look to do the same thing with the 10-7 lead with 15
seconds left. McDougald's got to get loose and get a takedown. Stall warning against Drexler. That's the first on Drexler. So with 11 seconds left, it stays 10-7. Riding time not a factor. McDougald's got 11 seconds to get an escape and a takedown. Otherwise, Gavin Drexler will take that final spot for the Big 12 in the NCAA championships. Whew. They're going to put it to 11 seconds. They're double checking the clock. They will put it back to 11 seconds. A 1 second change, but for Willie McDougald, that matters right now. He's got to get loose and get a takedown. Trying to roll through. Does get loose. He's got 5 seconds. McDougal. Drexler. Hangs on for the win. Gavin Drexler was going to take a stall call all day. You'll give up that point. Just don't give up the 3.
I'm a moonwalk on out of here, brother.
And Gavin Drexler punches his ticket to Philadelphia. Here's the Drexler takedown that basically won him the match.
Yes, good job getting there. He's keeping his shoulder right there. Let go of everything and turn towards McDougal's head. And McDougal was there. He had to bail out. Otherwise, he might have gave up not only a takedown, but swipes.
Meanwhile, how about Teague Travis? How about David Taylor? With the last-minute addition to the field at 149 pounds. And Teague Travis, the reversal here in that third period that gave him the 2 points. He ends up winning 3-0, and Teague Travis, who was at 157 to start the year for Oklahoma State, so many transfers, so many shuffles to that lineup, he ends up representing the Cowboys here at 149, and he earns the 4th and final spot in Philadelphia for the Big 12. That is huge.
Those 149-pound matches were awesome. Now, hey, once again, we got some other barn burners right here at 157. Right over here on mat number 2, you actually got the 1 and 3 seed in Chittum and Downey. Over here on mat number 3, you have the 5 and 2 seed with Hill and Fish. Watch Hill's double leg. Chittum and Downey was wrestled before in the duel, with Chittum coming out with the victory. So these are going to be, once again, highly contested matches here.
At 157, there are 6 pre-allocations. So all 4 of the wrestlers that you see on your screen right now at 157 on mats 1 and 2, beg your pardon, on mats 2 and 3, they're all headed to Philadelphia. That's locked in. But team total certainly at stake for Fish and for Downey as UNI tries to track down Oklahoma State. And the team total, which is right now an 11-point advantage for Oklahoma State, 141 to 130.
Hill's got a really good double, man. And one thing I see Hill's doing a little bit more of, he's moving his feet a little bit more than what I've seen him the past couple of years. And even at the duel, he wrestled Cutter Sheets at the duel at 157. Wasn't moving like this, but I really like his motion so far. And he will sting you with that double if you're not ready for it.
Seabrook and Zerban will face off tonight in the final at 157 pounds. Each of these 2 matches you're seeing on mat 2 and mat 3. Chittum and Downey, the 1 and the 3 seed. Fish and Hill, the 2 and the 5 seed, could have just as easily been the final tonight at 157. Yep. 4 spectacular wrestlers doing battle here to try and get to the 3rd place match.
Stalemate there on the edge, bringing them back to the center on mat number 3. Got some blood time going over here on Chittum. Looks like they're cleaning up his eyebrow a little bit.
Mat 1 shown and Cale Benny. 3rd period action. Benny able to get the takedown and tighten it up at 9-4. 100 seconds left to work with for the Utah Valley Wolverine. That's at 197. That is the 7th place match. That is not for a spot in Philadelphia. Only 4 pre-allocations for 197.
Good double there by Downing. Off to a single now. Chittum's got that shin wizard. Nothing significant so far with Hill and Fish.
Downey trying to shelf that left leg of Chittum. Working to the knee. Oh! Chittum trying to scramble away, and there is the takedown for Downey. And a 3-0 advantage for the UNI Panther.
And this is where Downey's really good at it, on top. He's another cross-wrist guy. As Schwab told me last year, he's sneaky good on top. I don't think he's sneaky good anymore. I think everybody knows that he's good on top now. They've got a year to watch.
Lance Runyon and Blackburn Force down there on mat 4, and Runyon gets the win. He will take 7th. Another win for UNI Panthers, so that adds to the team total for Doug Schwab's team.
Oh, this is Hill's spot. He likes to get to that body.
Oh! Look at the tilt and the turn from Fish. Downey with the takedown. Wow.
Oh, man. That was Hill's position. Jared Hill really likes to get to that double, and if he can't run through you with the double, he likes to go up and get to the body with the body lock. Now, what Fish did there, we're going to see this review later, he kind of stepped in front, almost double over, and a nice little hip toss there. So check this review out. This was off of Hill's double. Hill likes this position. Watch it come up. The difference there was a little judo throw. Fish had his leg in front of Hill's, right? Hill needed to try to get his, I think it was his right leg in front of Fish, but Fish had better position.
And just gave himself leverage to be able to execute the throw.
Leverage, hip toss, judo. The judo players out there know exactly what I'm talking about.
So 3-0 Fish to start the second. It'll be 3-0 Downey to start the second on mat 2. But 4-0 now with a quick escape for Fish, the 2 seed from Oklahoma State, the transfer from Michigan State.
And I'll still tell you, Hill will pop. He's still going to be looking for that double. What Hill needs to be thinking right now is, hey, I still need to keep my hands and feet moving and look for my opportunity.
Again, trying to throw him as Fish.
Right when I'm talking about it. Oh,
Just
man.
2 mats worth of action right now. 1 and 4 are quiet, so we'll go double box and let you hone in here on these consolation semifinals at 157.
And this match here on our left with Chittum and Downey was last year's Big 12 Finals.
Yes.
Won by Downey. I think I mentioned that earlier. I called it the marathon match. An escape.
The escape here on mat number 2 and a 4-0 lead for Ryder Downey. 51 seconds worth of a ride from Chittum. A pair of 4-0 matches. In on a leg is Chittum. Downey into the split.
Chittum's doing a good job. Look where he's keeping his head. That's a really, really good job by Cody Chittum right there.
Had it buried in his hip.
Great technique, right? He was, obviously his head wasn't in his knee, but it's high on the thigh, and that basically Downey could not scramble from that position. And that freed his right arm to go get that 3-point takedown. Good technique.
So Downey's lead trimmed to 4-3. Fish with a 4-0 lead and a double leg here on mat number 3. Headlock here on Hill.
That old snake locked up, man.
Trying to keep him in play is Fish. 19 seconds to work with for the Oklahoma State Cowboy.
Whoa!
Rolling him through. There's the takedown.
That's a fall.
Swipes and the pin. Look at Caleb Fish go. On to the third place match at 157.
Right there on the edge of the mat. You know what they call that? Strength. Strength. FTH. Strength.
Buddy, he showed off the strength at a couple of different points in that match. The throw in the first period and that sequence for the transfer from Michigan State. My word. And the pin and bonus points for Oklahoma State.
Oh, man.
37 seconds left here on mat 2. The only mat we've got going right now. So we'll show you the replay, though, real quick here with Fish.
Watch this. Look, okay, Hill knows he's in danger, but watch Fish bring him back in. Watch this. Brings that and just come here. Wow.
Man. And finishes it off with the pin. Meanwhile, 30 seconds, 27 seconds left here on mat number 2 in the second period. A 5-3 advantage for Ryder Downey from Northern Iowa.
Both guys have scored takedowns. This has been a back-and-forth match. 5-3 right now for Downey. 23 seconds of riding time, and I think it's Chittum's choice going into the third, if I'm not mistaken. So I wonder if they're going to keep him on his feet just because Downing is really, really good up top. I bet you that's what they do. I'm a gambler. Yep. Just saw Metcalf go neutral.
Yeah.
Yep. I like that call. I like that call.
In case you're worried at home, you're not missing anything at all. Mat 2 right now, the only mat where we've got any action here at the BOK Center. So we will stay zeroed in here on this Chittum Downey console semi at 157.
Chittum
quickly, a shot from Chittum. Downey with an arm around that waist coming through the crotch of Chittum.
Chittum's got to pop his head out. He's trying to get that head out, but Downey's doing a good job. Once again, Downey's He's pretty stingy with his defense as well.
Chittum buried behind the calf of Downey with his head, trying to work his way free.
He's almost there. He's almost there.
Lifting.
Oh, and here we go.
Downey with firm control of that ankle on the backside.
Yeah, you saw Chittum try to reach his hand back and take down and peel Downey's hand off of his own ankle.
Downey.
Head high. Downey's in a little bit better position than Chittum right now. He's pushing off on him.
Now they call stalemate, and I don't know if there's anybody in the BOK Center that's happy with that call, as Chittum and Downey continue to work their way through. Good action here on mat 2. Again, the only mat we've got rolling right now.
Man, that went on for about 50 seconds right there.
1 minute left here in this third period. Downey with the 5-3 lead. Winner goes to the third place match against Caleb Fish of Oklahoma State.
Chittum's got to find a way. Obviously, he knows. Oh, good
on
tag.
a leg.
But now he's got to finish. This is the hard part.
Over the top comes Downey.
Oh, a little bit easier. Oh,
Chittum building. Nothing yet.
Downey's going to try to roll through here. Watch. Chittum's over the leg.
Chittum throwing that left leg over the top, trying to seize firmer control. There's the takedown. Chittum takes the lead, 6-5, 26 seconds in the period. Quan Pond here for Downey trying to get loose.
He's throwing both
20
boots.
seconds. Boots in for Chittum.
Challenge Brick. Challenge Brick.
Brick is out from the UNI corner.
Downey's coming out the back, though.
Downey trying to work his way loose.
He's going to get
the
the guard.
Look at Ryder Downey with 2 seconds in the period. The reversal from Downey.
Let's go.
The brick from the UNI corner seems to have been slid a little closer.
Yeah, they reeled that one back in, didn't they? They reeled that brick back in. They reeled
Hey, we
it
don't
back
need
in.
it. Let me keep that. Let me keep that.
They reeled it back in, dog. Oh, okay. How did they do this?
Oh, what a scrap here on mat 2. Ryder Downey.
Oh, man.
You're going to see Doug Schwab in the background here. Beg your pardon, the foreground.
Watch him. Watch it. He may run out and go grab that brick. Here he goes. Watch him. Watch him. As soon as this reversal happens. Here he goes. Watch him. Watch him. Go ahead, Schwab. Go get that
Trying
brick.
to wiggle free. Finally, Downey gets his arm loose.
Go get it, Schwab. Take off. Take off. Somebody go get the key.
He hiked that brick to the moon.
Oh, they got to look at that.
There is still discussion here on mat 2.
Because they were challenging. The brick was thrown because they were challenging locked hands was the call. That's what they were challenging. But when they awarded, they saw Downey coming out and get that reversal, they kicked, they went out, like you said, they snapped that bad boy back. So I don't know.
It's done. It's done. They said shake hands. Ryder Downey with a 7-6 win. It's final on mat 2, and Downey will go to the third place match. He gets the win over Chittum, just as he did a year ago in the Big 12 final.
That goes to another UNI Oklahoma State matchup.
Yes, it does. Downey and Fish will see plenty of those types of matchups in the finals tonight. But we'll see one in a third place match there at 157. Right now, a 14.5-point lead for Oklahoma State, 146.5. Northern Iowa at $132. And we now move to 165. Really good one about to come your way here on mat 2. Cam Amin and Terrell Barraclough, the 1 and 3 seeds here at 165. Another look.
They touched right there. That was it. But they ended up figuring out. Downey found a way, man. Great match. I think there was like 4 or 5 seconds left when he ended up coming out the back door.
Wow.
And
the reversal from Downey, and he gets the win.
Okay, so this is a medical forfeit over here at 165 for Riggins.
So Nico Ruiz, a medical forfeit. Riggins will move on to the third place match. So it's just mat 2 again where we have action, at least at present. Amin and Baraclough, 1 and 3 seeds at 165. This is another one that easily could have been the final. Look at the shot from Amin.
And this is a
Whizzer
rematch
in from Baraclough, trying to fend him off.
This is a rematch from the duel. Baraclough won 4-1 in sudden victory, got the takedown. He could take down Riley. I forget, that was way back. That was the first duel of the season. Nice attempt by Amin right there, though. And like I've
Amin got to the ankle, but couldn't finish it. Still scoreless, 40 seconds in here on mat 2. Again, mat 2, the only one where we've got action right now, so we're able to go full screen and bring you this in its entirety.
And this is where, you know, I've been speaking about this throughout the tournament. Baraclough's extremely tough on tops. Cam Steed did a great job of going out and getting that first takedown and actually getting an escape in that match last night. So Amin could not get there. He did not get that escape during when they wrestled. I take that back. He did, but it was pretty close.
Baraclough and Amin, when they faced off, to your point, in the duel way back in November, 5-4 in tiebreaker 1 for Baraclough, the win. So two guys that are separated by not very much at all. Number 3 and number 6 in the national rankings. Both these guys are locked into an NCAA pre-allocation already.
Yes.
Loser goes to the 5th place match. There are 7 pre-allocations at 165, so that's not an issue. But seeding is, and certainly two guys that we could see meet in Philadelphia at some point along the way as well.
You know, potential quarterfinal matchup, man. You never know.
High shot here from Amin, trying to get the underhooks on Baraclough. Baraclough able to work his way free. When we saw Baraclough yesterday in the match against Steed, Steed was shooting far more frequently than Baraclough was, and it seems like it's working in a similar way here. Amin is more aggressive in the early going.
Yeah, Steed was the aggressor definitely last night. Now that's a good job by Baraclough of changing position with Amin right there.
40 seconds left here in the first period. No offense yet.
So that was a good attack by Amin early in that first period. Within the first 5 seconds of the match, Baraclough did a really good job of defending.
Amin rather, able to fend off the shot from Baraclough. Down to 15 seconds in this opening period. Three minutes worth of feeling each other out here at 165 in the consolation semifinal.
Baraclough taking the bottom position. Zero the score going into the second period.
Amin will start on top. Baraclough trying to work his way free. Boot deep in for Amin.
Yeah, he's going to have to start putting him to the mat here.
Yep, there's the stall warning against Amin. That Utah Valley corner was calling for it.
Now this is a big sequence right here. Baraclough looking for a reversal.
He's got a hold of that ankle now.
This is big.
Working his way through.
This is big because Baraclough is tough on top.
There it is. 2 reversals for Terrell Baraclough, the number 1 seed.
Big sequence right there.
And now working down that riding time that Amin had built up over 30 seconds. They'll come back center with Baraclough on top.
Yep. Now once again, this is a crucial sequence here for Amin. Minute 13 left, 20 seconds riding time to his advantage because he started on top, but obviously Baraclough got that reversal.
We will, by the way, roll through here on only mats 2 and 3 all the way through the consolation semifinals at the heavyweight classification. Then they'll open up all 4 mats again and roll through the rest of the consolation matches. So at present, mat 3 is empty, and mats 1 and 4 will be quiet for a while. Only action is what's on your screen here. Mid-second period action as Barraclough trying to maintain control on Amin. They spill out of play once again.
Good job getting to his feet. Sometimes when they get to their feet there, Barraclough has that leg and he tries to stick that leg through. I call it a little old fork and try to put him back down to the mat. But Amin's game plan is he needs to get to his feet. Barraclough's game plan is I need to keep my pressure forward and try to get my boot in and keep him on his knees. Right there.
That left leg deep in for Barraclough. Oklahoma State fans behind us calling for stalling. David Taylor trying to argue in the same direction.
Riding time going towards Barraclough right now.
Up over 10 seconds as he's worked it to the positive on his side. 40 seconds left in the period. Barraclough trying to work to that right ankle of Amin.
That's the position he wants, right there.
Rolls
That's his
him
position.
through. Trying to get to a cradle, now goes to the hand. 20 seconds in the period.
Feet. So you got to get a takedown right, and obviously Barraclough will be almost at.
He'll be just shy of a minute, 52 seconds or so of riding time if he rides out, and he will ride out for the balance of the period. Indeed, 52 seconds of riding time for the #1 seed Terrell Barraclough. He gets the reversal in that second period to score 2, and now he'll start neutral.
That was that big sequence right there for Barraclough. Like I said, extremely tough on the mat, extremely tough on top.
A 2-0 advantage. And Cam Amin of Oklahoma State's got to go hunting a takedown here. Amin talking to the officials as we get rolling here with this third period, trying to argue his case.
That might have been a rope-a-dope. I don't know. Looking over at that. I'm not for sure. But because he took a shot right after. I'm not for sure. You know what I'm saying?
Again, kind of pointing to the official, and I don't know if he's arguing that he's getting into his headgear.
But his focus needs to be, I still got to wrestle. I got to wrestle, right? Like, the main goal is for him, obviously he's got to go get the takedown. The main goal for Barraclough right now is, hey, you know what? Stay in position. I don't have a stall call. I got to continue to wrestle. And if he gets to my leg, I got to defend it.
Consolation semifinals at 174 coming your way here after this match. Cade DeVos and MJ Gaitan from Iowa State on one side of the bracket. Jared Sima, Gavin Sachs, UNI and Oklahoma wrestlers on the other side. As we'll go back to two-mat action after this one concludes. Riggins from Iowa State winning via medical forfeit from Nico Ruiz of Arizona State on the other side of this 165-pound bracket. So that's why we are just on mat 2 right now on your screen.
120 left.
Amin's got to go get a takedown. 52 seconds of ride time for Barraclough, so it is a straight-up 2-0 lead. Again, the headgear comes off for Amin. They'll switch to a different headgear.
He was having trouble with that one last night, if I recall. Okay, what we got here?
1 point awarded to Amin.
Hands to the face.
Hands to the face.
Yeah. And he's warned him on it a couple of times. So now,
and that's what Amin was arguing for.
Yeah. But he
kept pointing.
Yeah. Takedown puts it 4-2. But Barraclough's doing a really good job right now, staying in center, holding ground, and he's attacking.
Yeah, no stall call to speak of here. Barraclough fending him off. 40 seconds left in the period.
Boy, they going
good action here, but nobody able to seize control.
Nobody's able to get to a leg, though.
30 seconds left. Boom. Barraclough with a shot in on the left leg.
Using that link. Got his hips up. He's got that leg up.
Shelving the leg of Amin. Working to trip the back leg.
He'll stay right there.
15 seconds in the period.
He'll stay right there. That's exactly what the coach is telling him
to hurry for.
That's exactly what he's telling him to do. Because they're not going to call stalling on him.
Adam Hall saying, stand, stand. The roll through from Amin. 2 seconds in the period. Nothing. And Terrell Barraclough will hang on. A hard-fought 2-1 win. And he plays to the Oklahoma State fans as he walks to the center of the circle. There is a certain entertainment factor to the fact that all of the wrestlers from all the other schools in the conference understand the situation here at the BOK Center, that the crowd is going to be predominantly orange. They got the shortest trip. They've got the biggest fan base. It just is what it is. You're going to see a lot of orange in the stands today here for Session 3. Last night for the semifinals. Certainly tonight in the championship matches. It's going to be a heavily orange crowd. So when these guys beat a kid from Oklahoma State, their hand to the ear, or just kind of playing, they enjoy that moment more than maybe any other win that they can get this weekend.
Right, here we are at, what, 174?
Yeah, into 174 now. You'll have Gavin Sachs and Jared Sima, a 3-4 seed matchup on mat number 2. Beg your pardon, mat number 3 to our right. Your left on the screen. Right side of your screen, Gaetan and DeVos, 5 and 7 seed here at 174. Winners go to the third place match. 6 pre-allocations to speak of here at 174. So all 4 of these wrestlers will go to the NCAA championships, but they certainly want to advance and wrestle for third place later on this afternoon. All of the 7th place matches are now complete. So it is just consolation semifinals right now here on mats 2 and 3. We will roll through all of the consolation semifinals through the heavyweight classification. They will take a 15-minute break, and then we'll come back with more 5th and 7th place, 3rd and 5th place matches, over the course of the balance of this session 3.
Over here on mat number 3, that was a good attack by Sachs. Better defense by Sima. Now, Sima's in a really good position. I know Sachs is usually tough here, but he's got that right leg hooked here, and here we go. Let's go scrambling, boys.
Now roll him through.
Yep.
Good scramble there on mat 3. Takedown on mat 2 for Cade DeVos.
Potentially dangerous there. And Sachs is good enough in those positions against the majority guys. Like he'll step pretty hard with that right leg that's in front. He doesn't mind people grabbing his leg. That's when his offense starts, man.
Blood time here on mat 2. Mat 3 down to $1.15 in the first period. Still scoreless between Sachs and Sima. Two minutes into this first period, Sachs and Sima, the 3 and 4 seed, just kind of feeling each other out.
Man, after all these, what we keep saying yesterday? Take a breath. Take a breath.
And Sachs and Sima met in the duel back in late January. Sachs with a 5-3 win. Back to the action on mat 2 after blood time. DeVos with the 3-0 advantage. Ride time up to 42 seconds as he faces MJ Gaetan.
I think DeVos looking for some near fall here. He's trying to keep Gaetan trapped. Yeah, he's got his arm. There he goes. There's the swipe right there, right?
Too near fall.
Yep, very
and
good
a
job.
5-0 lead for Cade DeVos, the 5 seed.
Very good job by DeVos. Kind of stayed in there. He stayed tight. He didn't panic. He was putting Gaetan in a little bit of danger and finally got him to that part where that official start getting a couple of swipes in there. That increases his lead to 5-0 with those two near fall.
DeVos and Gaetan meeting for the third time. They met earlier this year in the duel. An 8-4 win for Cade DeVos. They met a couple years ago, December of 23 in Vegas at the Cliff Keen Invitational, a 10-2 major decision for Cade DeVos.
I'm watching this scramble over here. It necessarily wasn't a scramble, but it was getting ready to get into one. Sachs was trying to make a scramble happen, and Sima was like, nah, let me try to get you off of this mat.
Cade DeVos with blood time once again, getting plugged up on that right nostril. He's got the 5-0 lead, but he is spilling some blood onto the mat here on mat 2.
I don't know if this will happen, but I'm going to go ahead and give you UNI's game plan over here on mat number 3. If Sima gets riding time over a minute, I don't think he's going to go down in the third period.
He's up to 43 seconds now, trying to roll through with Sachs. Sima stays in control. Deep boot into the crotch of Sachs. Now across his waist.
Yep. He's putting a really good ride on him. Got that left leg in there. Sachs is trying to seal him off, but that riding time is going up. It's at a minute 5.
It is now over a minute.
Yep. So this is a great part of his game plan right here for Jared Sima from UNI.
Sachs trying to tilt him backward. Sima able to maintain control. Now, though, the reversal. Gavin Sachs worked hard to finally get loose and earns the 2.
Now, the problem is Sima has his foot. Sachs doesn't have that right foot all the way in, but he's got a cradle locked up. Ooh, he's got a cradle.
Locked it up again on the underside of Sima. 22 seconds in the period to work with here for Gavin Sachs, the 3 seed from Oklahoma. More blood time on mat 2.
That sequence changed UNI's game plan. They still may go on their feet. I don't see them going back underneath Sachs to where maybe Sima can go get a takedown, because like I said, top position is Sachs's best position.
Yeah.
Yep. Lee Roper said neutral, my man.
Sachs made it to the Big 12 final a year ago at 174, lost to Cade DeVos, who's wrestling on the other mat. Sima 7th last year at the Big 12s, went 2-2 in the NCAAs.
To your point earlier, Mike, Sachs got beat out in the blood round last year. NCAAs.
Again against DeVos.
So I'm going to break down to everybody what my prediction was and why Sima ended up choosing neutral there. And maybe if he had over a minute time, he probably still would have chose neutral. Gavin Sachs is one of the best riders in college wrestling. And whether it's the right leg, left leg, whatever the case may be, I think the majority of times he throws in that right leg and kind of comes over the top with a reverse headlock and likes to bring them back to start getting swipes. And you see how he controlled Sima in that situation after he got a reversal. That's why I also say, look at his right leg. He does not mind when those guys get in there. Now, your guys like O'Toole, Hamity, you know, those caliber guys, man, a lot of those guys can finish. And Sima almost did a good job of finishing over here, but he's super duper confident in this position, and he's super duper confident on top. Hence, that's why the UNI corner was like, let's go neutral. Let's go in our best position on our feet.
Final minute here on mat number 3. Jared Sima needs a takedown. Gets in on that leg. Sachs wrapped around the waist through the crotch of Sima.
See, he loves this position, and he's going to try to lift. Now, Sima's doing the right thing, but Sachs is going to start looking for a cradle here, too. See how he's got that leg
through the backside, trying to lock those hands. Still on the ankle is Sima. They're out of play. They'll come back neutral.
Yep, he's got to be crazy strong, man.
Gavin Sachs, the transfer from North Dakota State. Only 3 losses all season.
DeVos with an escape over here. They got a lot of
6-0 lead there on through?
No.
Nothing yet on mat 3. 13 seconds to work with. Sima trying to get something. Got a hold of that ankle, but just can't. They're out of play.
Wow.
5 seconds left. And Jared Sima's going to run out of time. Gavin Sachs, second last year at the Big 12s. 4 seconds away from moving on to the third place match this year. They will come to the monitor real quick. Roger Kish wants to know what they're looking at.
Head scissor. I just heard the official say it. They're looking for a head scissor. That would make the score 2-1. Head scissor is an illegal move. That would make the score 2-1 if that is the case. But either way, Sachs still has a 1-point lead. Let's say it is 2-1. Sachs still has a 1-point lead with 4 seconds left. And what I liked about what Sima did there, that was a great low-level attack and actually trying to get both ankles so Sachs doesn't have a post to try to push off of. But once again, Sachs that's his home base. So we're going to take another look. A little blood time over here on number 2. So in this position, let's see where they're looking for the scissor. Right there would be my guess. So we'll see. Yeah.
There is no leg scissor.
No
they
leg
do not
scissor,
change
no
the call.
control.
It will stay 2-0.
Yeah.
And 4 seconds here for Sima to try and go get a miraculous takedown. He will not. Ooh. And Gavin Sachs pumping his fist. Ready to move on to the third place match at 174.
Yeah, that reversal was that sequence in that reversal was key in that match. I had a good idea what UNI's game plan was for Sima going into that bad boy. Good stuff.
Meanwhile, on mat 2, 45 seconds in the second period, Cade DeVos, the defending champ here at 174 in the Big 12, with a 6-0 lead on MJ Gaitan. Lots of blood time on this mat that has slowed things down. Gavin Sachs still pumping his fist toward the Oklahoma faithful as he walked away.
So man, you
Gaitan around the waist, but not able to get deep enough.
Punched that ticket to NCAAs. Found a way to win a tough, gritty match.
Sima will be going to Philadelphia as well, as he will go to the 5th place match. Even the loser of the 5th place match will earn one of the 6 pre-allocations at 174. So Sima is headed to Philly too, as are these two wrestlers, Gaitan and DeVos, getting ready to start the third period, and DeVos in control with a 6-0 lead. They'll start neutral here in this third period. Minute 24 of ride time for DeVos as well. So right now, more like a 7-0 advantage. Gaitan's got to be heavily offensive here in this final period.
Yeah, he's got to look for something big. Obviously down by 7. I know it says 6-0 on that scoreboard, but DeVos has a 124 of riding time. So
DeVos 2-0 all time against Gaitan, looking to make it 3-0 and move on to the third place match where Gavin Sachs will await. Again, we will finish these consolation semifinals here at 174, 84, 97 in heavyweight. Then there will be a 15-minute break, and we'll come back. Nice job to circle around by DeVos, and he's got the takedown, and that tightens things up here. I beg your pardon, that makes it 9-0. Rolling through is Gaitan, not able to get loose. Basically a 10-0 lead. Ride time not locked, but it's getting awfully close already.
Good solid match here by DeVos. Stayed out a lot of Gaitan's funk. We got some more blood. Gaitan is, I remember there was a dual Coach Dresser said they put him out there and he mentioned something about he didn't think Gaitan would roll that much. Oh, this is the 6th blood time. Yeah. 6 blood stoppers. So if you're keeping
count. Get
Cade
DeVos a transfusion between now and the third place match.
Well, let's see if he's got to plug both his nose like Bennett Berge did last night.
Yeah.
Remember that, right? I mean, he's
got at least one stuffed up. Is it both?
Is he double plugged? Man, what's going on down there in South Dakota, man, or up there in South Dakota? Oh, he's only got one. Oh, well, let me see. I can't tell. No, I think he's only got one. They're trying to get a close-up of his face. I mean, let me look at them nostrils, dog. I can't tell.
At this point, they're both so. If he does have 2 up there, they're both so bloody. You can hardly see him anymore.
Yeah. You better get over a trash can and pull him out.
Final minute, third period. Gaitan.
That's where Gaitan's good in those positions. You saw him kind of reach back a little bit. He's looking for a throw.
Able to turn him around. Look at MJ Gaitan with an opportunity here. Swipes, hunting a pin with a 10-0 advantage. Now it's 9-2. Gaitan working that shoulder closer. Nothing yet. 31 seconds to work the position. There it is. MJ Gaitan turns 174 on its ear and gets the pin of DeVos.
Wow. You were asking what his game plan was, right, Mike? He had to go big.
Blood all over the mat.
Look at that.
Look at the blood on Gaitan.
Here's the replay. He's reaching back, but here's the difference. When he throws his headlock, DeVos is on his haunches, on his knees right there. And Gaitan has got some stuff. The dude's got a bag of tricks.
And he pulled one out right there.
He pulled one out. He caught DeVos sitting on both knees, and bam, wham, bam, thank you, man. Man.
Wow. MJ Gaitan, dead to rights, down 10-0 in the match. Bloodied, but moving on to the third place match at 174.
They are out there cleaning up the mat still. Probably might have to get some towels out there to get some of the rest of that stuff cleaned up. They got another medical forfeit here on mat number 2.
Meanwhile, we've got a legend in the building.
Young man had a great showing a couple weeks ago. Obviously, two-time national champ, 157, 165. Had a great match last year with Mitchell Metzenbrink from Penn State. Just defeated the 2024 Olympic silver medalist at 74 kilos at the bout in Iowa a few weeks back. And another thing, don't mess with his dad, because he will throw you on your head too. Nate Card the Great, that's for sure.
Man, that is a family that can seriously wrestle.
Yep. And another, speaking of that, we're talking about the cars, and I just got a text a little bit ago from Kenny Monday as well. You want to talk about some battles with the cars and the Mondays, and their kids actually wrestle, which is also pretty cool as well.
So we'll just be on mat 3 here for the 184-pound console semis, because Nietenbach from Wyoming was a medical forfeit.
And then everybody obviously saw the celebration for Gaitan. They did take one team point away from Iowa State for the headgear slam. Let me rephrase that. But that's a lot of emotion right there, man. That dude, and he never was, man, the only time he was in the match was just right there. But he did what he had to do. He found a way, brother.
Wow.
Golly. Had to go big, Mike. You asked, what does Gaitan need to do in this position, man? Oh, man. Gotta love it. Got to love it. Okay,
that's evidence, though, that no matter what the score is, the match is never over.
It's
you can always
never
find yourself. It's not easy to find yourself in that position, but as long as there's time on the clock, you can make something happen.
You can make something happen. And that
Berge and Parker here. 184. Sorry, go ahead.
That medical forfeit that we just saw on mat number 2 for Nietenbach was over Bachman from Iowa State. He banged that knee up against Kekheisen yesterday in the last night in the semifinal. So just a heads up out there.
So Bachman goes to the 5th place match where he'll be a medical forfeit as well. So the loser of this match, Parker and Berge, will go to that 5th place match and will finish 5th. Winner will face Nietenbach for 3rd later today here in session 3.
Nothing significant just yet over here.
Two and a half minutes in, and just a lot of hand fighting and feeling each other out so far here in this 184-pound consolation semifinal. The finals tonight, 9 o'clock Eastern time on ESPNU, the final 10 matches here in Tulsa. These two did meet at the Daktronics Invitational back in November. A win for Berge, 9-3 the decision. This time they wrestled through the opening 3 minutes with no scoring.
Parker's one of those transfers, came from North Dakota State University when Roger Kish was there. When Kish left, he went to the University of Oklahoma. Red-shirted last year at 184 pounds. Been the starter all season so far. Has a pretty salty tournament going on right now. And 0-0 right here with Berge going into the second period.
Dare I ask a Cowboy this question, but
Yeah.
Roger Kish going to Oklahoma and starting to build up that program. What does that mean for the Sooners?
They'll just hopefully build. He's got a lot of young talent that's in the room. Oh, they're going to challenge that. Legal cutback. Yep.
Very quickly,
Well,
the brick was out.
And you saw Hans' reflexes, boy. I mean, that brick was right there on his right. He stood up. He was getting ready to throw it. Good job by the official catching that.
No need for the brick.
No
They
need
do
for the
call
brick
it,
there.
so it's a
Yep.
1-0 lead here for Berge.
Yep. But he's got a lot of incoming talent, right? You know, and he's got them from all over the country and continuing to build that up and get some of his guys in there and look to rock and roll with the Sooners.
What would that do for wrestling in this state if they were able to?
It just makes it better, right? It just makes it better. You know, I mean, Coach Smith would always say he wants OU to be good, right? Now, does he still want to beat them? Sure,
Yeah,
he's a
yeah, he
competitor,
does.
right? Just like any of these guys out here. But he also knows he wants competition, right? You know, now you got David Taylor at the helm, and I'm pretty sure he's the same way. Does he want to beat him? Yeah, and vice versa. Do they want to beat him? Yes, right? But it's good, healthy competition, and you really saw that with UNI and Iowa State this year, in-state rivalries, right? They sold out the McLeod Center, had a record attendance there, had a great duel, had a lot of excitement. It was a great atmosphere to be in and even watch on Flow Wrestling. So it was awesome. So, and you know, that's kind of the goal. Continue to build. How can we get better?
To that end, the national duels, that conversation continues to crank
Yep.
up. That's something to really look forward to.
And that will be here in the BOK Center. You know, it'll be some invites going out and different things like that. So that'll be another high-quality event to showcase our sport, to continue to grow our sport in the right way and market our sport in the right way. And, you know, speaking of marketing, Mike, we got the Undeniably Dairy out here as the mat sponsor here.
There you go.
Got the Podium Club going over there to our left side, which is something new. They had that last year, but I only thought it was for the finals, if I'm not mistaken.
Berge with a 2-0 advantage, the penalty point and the escape. That's the only scoring so far in this match. Rolling through is Parker. Berge trying to tilt him, nothing yet. Late time in the period, and he's going to run out of time. It will be 2-0 heading to the third here at 184 pounds.
Super close by Berge there to get that takedown.
What do you think the national duels could do for this sport? How much could that infuse?
Grow it. Continue to get it on the main stage, right? And continue to showcase our sport and what these athletes go through on a regular basis, right? As a wrestler, there's a lot of things involved that goes behind, you know, that's behind the curtain with the coaches, their nutrition, their diet, their practice, their systems. You know, then obviously you got to go make the grades, you got to go perform, you got to travel, you got to recover, right? You know, you were talking about earlier, like what their bodies go through, and you're wrestling 2, 3, 4 times. And what a lot of these conference tournaments do, it's almost like a mini NCAA. You got to make weight 2 days in a row. Where NCAAs, you got to make weight 3 days in a row. There was just a stall called there on Berge because I think he was down on the ankle.
No point awarded, still 2-0. 102 seconds left. Riding time not a factor here. 4 seconds to the positive for Parker. DJ Parker from Oklahoma trying to find some offense here. Able to wiggle loose, was looking for the reversal, does get the escape. It's 2-1.
Takedown takes the lead, right? Riding time is not a factor for Berge. 130 left or 120 left in this period, third period. 2-1's the score.
These two both will go to Philadelphia regardless of what happens here, but a spot in the third place match up for grabs between two of the seeded wrestlers here at 184. Trying to get deeper on that knee. Around the head of Berge is Parker. They're still in play. Only just barely, and that will be 3 and a takedown for Parker. They're going to look at it.
They're going to look at this. So you and I were talking about this to a lot of our spotters on the mats before the tournament started yesterday, and how much wrestling is done on the perimeter, right? There is a prime example right there. Let's watch this here.
Do they ever go fully out of play before the takedown?
I don't think they went out of bounds. And here's why, right? Front headlock by Parker. And Berge kind of understands where he's at. I thought he might have just backed up a little bit more. So he's going head in the hole. Look, hands are still in. Parker's foot is still in. Berge kind of goes forward. There, yeah, okay, I see it.
Like
The
right
ref was in the
as
way.
his hand lifts, are they out of play?
His hand actually goes out of bounds all the way out, and then he extended it back in. So looking at that, there's no takedown.
No takedown.
Yeah.
They did go out of bounds just before Parker scores, and it stays 2-1 midway through this third period.
Super close, though. Right?
Roger Kish says to him, hey, fine, just go get another one.
Super close.
Roger Kish is backed all the way up toward the curtain. Real energy from the Oklahoma head coach as he watches his wrestler go.
He just
52 seconds left.
He told Parker, you're too
in on a leg.
Parker
working higher.
We're here again. Body lock.
Edge of the mat again.
Good
Still
mat
in bounds is Parker. Trying to drag Berge back in. 32 seconds in the period. Still in bounds. A fist on that mat from Parker to make sure they're still in bounds. Berge working backward. Calling for stalls is Oklahoma. Nothing yet. They go out of play. They do say action.
Man. Berge, that situation right there, did a really good job of understanding where he was at. It was almost like he took Parker over there to the edge.
15 seconds. 11. Went for the trip, nothing. Changing levels, still not able to get in. Good hold by Berge on the head of Parker, and he's going to be able to hang on for a 2-1 win.
Good flurry. As a coach, what Parker just did there, you're going to stand up and applaud that young man because he did everything he could to possibly try to score, right? And as another coach with Berge, Coach Hahn, you're going to say, hey, man, good job in that position as well, right? Battling and finding a way to win the match. But nobody likes to lose, but I tell you what, Parker put on a heck of an effort right there.
So Parker, with the loss there, will end up 5th as Bachman was a medical forfeit for the day. So Parker will finish 5th, Bachman 6th. Bruneau will get 7th, and the final pre-allocation at 184, and it will be Nietenbach and Berge in the third place match a little bit later on today here in session 3. We move on to 197. And these matches, 197 and heavyweight, 4 allocations at both classification. These are matches for a spot in Philadelphia straight up.
Just like 149.
Yes. Winner goes to Philly. Loser has to hope and pray for an at-large berth.
Yes, sir.
You got Glazier and Berber-Riha, right side of your screen. Bush and Novak, left side of your screen. Novak ranked 10th nationally, Glazier 15th. They probably have the 2 strongest cases for an at-large berth.
Right.
Bush is not ranked, neither is Berber-Riha.
Berber-Riha's had a good tournament though, man. We talked about before, right? Got an upset early on.
Quickly a takedown for Glazier and a 3-0 lead a little over a minute in on the right side of your screen. But yes, Berber-Riha, the 7 seed, got the win over Donahue to start off. Wrestled Joey Novak to a 4-3 match in the quarterfinals. Into the wrestlebacks, beat Hill, beat Schoen, and now facing Glazier here on mat 2. But Glazier does have the early takedown. Edge of the mat action for Novak and Bush on mat 3, left side of your screen, halfway through this first period.
Wow.
They roll out of bounds. Novak was trying to build something there, but couldn't finish it.
Novak, sophomore here. Good sized kid, 197 pounds, got all that length. Oh, poke in the eye. I tell you what hurts. That.
Yeah.
Ooh, brother. Man. I mean, I ain't know, you can't just call me any kind of certain name, but man, poking the eye, bro, break you down to your knees, too.
How much of that is just happenstance? You're scrapping. It's part of the sport.
It's part of
but
it. It still hurts, right? And you kind of saw it actually over here with Ami and Bearclough, right? Like a lot of the hands to the face, and you'll see the refs kind of put their hand behind their head and it's like, hey, cut that out. And when they hit you a few more times with that, they'll give a point like they did, but it's nothing. I'm not going to say it's nothing intentional somewhere down the line. It may be, right? I mean, that's just, it is what it is, but
rolling through,
got him
takedown.
Well, he's almost out of that, though. So it was 3 points awarded.
The takedown given to Novak. But now it's Bush that is.
Yeah. He almost had him in that bad boy.
So Novak strikes first there on mat number 3, left side of your screen. End of the first period, mat 2, a 3-0 advantage. Novak lets him go. 3-1 on mat 3. Joey Novak, 4th last year at the Big 12 Championships, 2-2 at the NCAAs.
He had a good season last year, man. Ooh, nice attack by Bush.
Bush on a leg.
Short time there. Time was out.
But that's the end of that first period.
And also West Virginia's without one of their starters, actually an All-American from last year and was a Big 12 champion. Ty Waters at 149 pounds. Was a true freshman last year. He's been out with injury.
Glazier and Berberia did meet at the Daktronics Invitational back in November. A tech fall for Glazier, 16-1.
Okay. Berberia's made some improvement on that so far. Granted, there's still some wrestling to be completed, but 3-0 right now in the second period. So he's right there in there, takedown away. Glazier does have almost 2 minutes of riding time, 1:58 to be exact.
Meanwhile, Novak and Bush was a really good match in the duel a little over a month ago. A 9-6 win in sudden victory for Joey Novak. So this one got real potential on mat 3.
Yep. We're right in that ballpark there too, Mike. Riding time going towards Bush's way right now. Getting about 25 seconds.
Final 20 seconds of period 2 on mat 2. Glazier with the 3-0 lead, also a minute 58 of riding time. So really a 4-0 advantage for Glazier. Again, not locked in, but certainly in a really good spot. So Berberia is going to have to do some serious work in that third period. Berberia is going to take top, or excuse me, Glazier's going to take bottom here, third period, but Berberia's got a lot of work to do if he wants to work down the riding time. And then he'd only have a minute to work with to go get the takedown he needs.
3-0 and 3-1.
Good action here on mat 3.
Bush putting a nice
Bush.
ride on. Oh, here we go.
Novak trying to roll through. Got a control of that ankle.
Trying to pull that foot to him. Trying to sit Bush on that hip, but he's doing a good job of keeping that right leg wide, keeping that knee wide over there.
Still got to control that toe. Now Bush able to work that toe free. Blood time here on mat 3 as Bush has got a nosebleed.
Glazier with an escape over here.
Still a minute 44 riding time, so really a 5-0 advantage. And Berberia's got to go to work here in a hurry. 80 seconds to work with in period 3. Again, these two matches you're seeing on your screen right now for a spot in the NCAA championships. The loser will not have a pre-allocation. Glazier with his feet to the center of the mat, in control from a score perspective and also controlling mat position.
Yes, he is. He's standing there and wrestling, right? He's continuing to wrestle. He's doing what got him the lead, right? Holding center, still taking attacks. Obviously, they're very, very strategic, right? 4-5-0 lead right now. Don't want to do anything crazy, but staying there
Riding
and hold
time
position.
is locked, so
Yep.
it is a 5-0 advantage. In on a shot now. Glazier and Berberija into the scramble, and Glazier's going to get a late takedown and put this thing away. 7-0 the advantage with 15 seconds. Down to 10. Zach Glazier in firm control. And the South Dakota State Jackrabbit is going to go to Philadelphia. The NCAA championships. Novak and Bush continuing along in the second period after they got done with blood time.
He was so close to a reversal.
Novak worked back behind. Good long ride from Bush.
Yes, man, Novak was super close to that reversal. That's kind of what Coach Branch, he was like, you were there, like you had it. You had it. So that makes the score 3-2. It's 3-1 on the board, but Bush has 1 and 42 riding time. He's going in the bottom position, and Novak's pretty good on top, so he's going to have to commit to this ride to get 42 seconds off.
If he can't, it would effectively be a 3-3 tie.
Ow, crossbody. Woo.
Potentially dangerous. Novak with his hands up like, what? Why?
Yep. Mark Branch just told him, keep him down. Commit to this ride.
1:33 right now, the riding time.
Same exact position. Oh, here we go. He doesn't have that leg in. Bush is in control. His hips are high. Bush is in really good position right here.
Bush trying to work away. Riding time still going down to 1:15.
Bush is in good position.
Bush trying to work behind him and gets the reversal.
Man.
Not only does he not get the riding time down, but Bush gets the 2. It is effectively a 4-3 advantage now for Ian Bush from West Virginia. And now Novak, beg your pardon, 4-3. Because Novak gets away, so now 4-4 effectively with the riding time for Bush. So this is straight up a 4-4 match.
Yep. And Bush does have 1 and 15 riding time, so here we go. Bush is in a little bit.
Scrambling through this final minute. Bush and Novak with an NCAA bid on the line. 44 seconds in the period.
Novak took a peek at the clock. Head high for Bush here.
Trying to work his way behind.
But you got to watch. Oh, they're going to have to stop that because his right knee.
Knees wrenched.
Yeah.
No stoppage yet. Able to work to a more comfortable position, it would seem.
Nope.
Still not loose. Nothing yet. 17 seconds in the period. Again, this is effectively a 4-4 tie with the riding time. Stalemate, and they'll come back neutral with 13 seconds. Novak and Bush for the final pre-allocation at 197. 10 seconds in the period. The shot to a leg, but with no time to work with for Bush. And they will go to overtime here at 197. Again, the winner here goes to Philadelphia. The loser has to hope for an at-large berth. Novak's case for one would be decent. Top 10 in the national rankings.
I like Bush's
Bush to a leg quickly.
Body language. He was the first one back to the whistle, first one back to the middle. As soon as that whistle
crotches Novak. West Virginia's corner asking for the 3, and they've got it.
Big.
Ian Bush.
That's big.
Will go to Philadelphia. He gets the final pre-allocation at 197.
Just how, like I said, I liked his body language, right? They stopped that sequence there. As soon as they stopped it, Bush got back up, got right back to the middle. Novak took a little bit of time here, and that's where that mental part comes into play a little bit, right? Then it was Bush ended up scoring there, man. Nice job. Nice job. Good back and forth.
Joey Novak came into the Big 12s with a 19-3 record and ranked 10th in the country, so he's got a decent case for an at-large berth, but he's going to have to hope for one now as Ian Bush takes that last spot. Here's the takedown in sudden victory.
Yep, shot by Novak, good counter by Bush. There's where his 3 points are rewarded. You get around the waist, you start getting up, he's sitting on his butt. 3 points takedowns for Bush.
2 more matches in this part of session number 3. We head to the heavyweight classification and 2 more bouts that are straight up for an NCAA bid. Herrera and Mitchell left side of your screen, Mora and Rasmussen right side of your screen. Winners go to Philadelphia. The lift by Mora and the takedown quickly for the Oklahoma Sooner and a 3-0 advantage. I beg your pardon, Herrera. I got the I got the matches flip-flopped.
I got you. I was putting up my left hand trying to do some, trying to tell you what was what.
So Herrera scores 3-0 over Mitchell, left side of your screen. Mora and Rasmussen still scoreless. That maroon singlet got me twisted around. Mora in the white singlet for Oklahoma. (3-1) now as Mitchell does get his escape.
That's big for Herrera right there, getting that takedown early. Now he's got to, Mitchell's got to now work to go get that. Put himself back in this match and or take the lead. Ooh. It's a tag.
Herrera and Mitchell did not meet this year. Nothing yet here on mat 2. Through the crotch is Mora. Rasmussen trying to work behind, and now the takedown for Luke Rasmussen. Meanwhile, a takedown here on mat 3 and a 4-3 advantage for Mitchell.
Wow, he went and got it. He went and got it. Got it early, too. So, like I said, he's right back in the match now with the 1-point lead.
Rasmussen and Mora met at the Daktronics Invitational. That was a 10-3 win for Juan Mora, the 5 seed. Good mat return by Rasmussen with that 3-0 advantage.
Oh,
working up the ride time. Now he's got him tilted, but here's swipes there on mat 2. They work out a play.
Now, there was a brick thrown over here. There was a brick thrown over here. I don't know what it was for. Coach Kish threw that.
So we'll have a review there on mat 2.
And there were swipes also in there, so.
There were at least 2 swipes before they made their way outside the circle.
He transitioned right into that, too.
Final 30 seconds of the first period on mat 3 and a 4-3 lead for Mitchell. Both wrestlers with a takedown. Mitchell trying to ride out Herrera. 15 seconds in the period. The takedown and a ride out for Sam Mitchell from Wyoming. He's got over a minute of ride time and a 4-3 lead as they go to the second. Here's another look at the takedown.
It's the takedown, and I'm wondering if this is what they were challenging that brick on. Did both feet come off the mat? I'm not for sure. That's probably, yeah, if both feet came off the mat. Yep, that's what they're doing, but now here's the sequence, though. Okay, yeah, so Briscoe says he's got 4 near falls, so 7-0 to score. Okay.
Josh Briscoe, our official on that mat, and it will be a 7-0 advantage for Luke Rasmussen, the 7 seed.
Yep.
Herrera number 21 in the national rankings, Mora number 30. Rasmussen and Mitchell not ranked. All 4 of these wrestlers would probably need a good bit of help to get in at large berth. So this is 2 matches where you either win and go to Philadelphia or you lose and probably go home. Good job by Mora to get the reversal. 7-2. 30 seconds in the first period there on mat 2.
Herrera's got a really solid ride going over here. Mitchell had a good ride on Herrera, actually, in that first period. Now Herrera's returning the favor.
He's taken away the advantage that Herrera had over a minute of ride time. The ride down to 13 seconds, and now he will let him go. That'll make it 5-3 in favor of Mitchell midway through that period. Stall warning, now a stall call, and a point awarded here on mat 2.
Man, that was the second one already in the first. Ooh, momentum shift.
7-3 right before the end of that first period. A key point there for Juan Mora, the 5 seed. Final 45 seconds on mat 3 in a 5-3 match. Mitchell with the advantage.
Oh, here we go.
In on a leg. An opportunity here for Herrera, lifting Mitchell through. Mitchell trying to keep his arms around the waist.
Good hips, Mitchell. Good job.
And works back behind. Nothing yet.
Come on, big boys. There you go.
Rolling through is Herrera. Good action here on mat 3. 15 seconds in the period. They will both work their way into the third period on mat 3. A 5-3 advantage for Mitchell. Meanwhile, a $1:15 period 2 on mat 2. 7-3. Rasmussen with the lead. Mora with a good ride so far in the period. Up to 43 seconds of riding time.
Rasmussen's got to be careful here. He does have a stall call. He's already been hit. Okay, now that's a switch, right? Briscoe warned Mora on that one. Just riding the ankle, Got to get off that ankle, got to get off the hips. And I'm pretty sure Coach Hahn had something to do with that, because throughout the tournament, he's been saying, get him off the hips, get him, or he's telling his wrestler, get him off your hips, which in turn, he's really talking to the officials during that point. I ain't mad at him.
Early third period on mat 3, 5-3 match.
Rasmussen got to get in position.
One green for Rasmussen.
Attack. Here we go. We wrestling.
Still in bounds, just barely. That foot in bounds, and he gets the takedown. Good work from Mora to stay in play and get the 3, and it's 8-6 with 28 seconds in the second period. Minute to go in the third period on mat 3 in a 2-point match. Herrera looking for a takedown.
Oh, get to the body. He's getting to Mitchell's body. Here he goes.
Trying to get behind.
Here we go. Here we go.
Needs to get him to the mat.
Mitchell's got to get his hip square if he can. Mitchell's trying to get out. Herrera's trying to bring him back.
37 seconds in the period. Still in bounds. Not yet. He's not gotten to that far leg. Will they get a stall call? Yes. That's the first. No point awarded. It will stay 5-3. 31 seconds in the period.
8-6 over here.
Heading to the third. On the right side of your screen, Mora and Rasmussen. Again, winners of these 2 matches go to Philadelphia.
Mora rattling from a 7-0 deficit over here on mat number 2.
He will start on bottom. He does have a riding time advantage as well of 1:30 that Rasmussen's going to try and work down.
Oh, he's in good position to get
reversal. He can, looking for the reversal, and he's got it.
That's exactly
how reversal for Mora.
Yes.
Tied 8-8, and with the riding time, Mora's got the advantage.
That's exactly how he reversed him last time, too.
Juan Mora was down 7-0 against Rasmussen.
Rasmussen going for his reversal.
Now Rasmussen trying to get 2 of his own, and he's got it. 10-8, really 10-9 with the riding time. $141 of riding time for Mora. So that's a 1-point match here on mat 2. Mat 3.
Sam Mitchell with the win over here on mat 3 over Herrera, 5-3.
He's able to hang on. Herrera was looking for the takedown, just couldn't get it. And Sam Mitchell from Wyoming earns a spot in Philadelphia in the NCAA championships. Back to mat 2 now. 10-8 the lead for Rasmussen. Mora trying to work his way free. If he could get an escape, his riding time would tie this match. 1:25 of riding time now.
He's hunting for another reversal.
Looking for another reversal, and he's got it. 10-10, and with the riding time, Mora's now got the advantage again. 1 minute in the period.
That's 3 reversals, if I'm not mistaken, for Mora. Right?
Back and forth.
Yes.
Looking for a stall is Roger Kish in that red corner. 45 seconds in the period. Rasmussen needs another reversal because Mora's got the riding time up over 100 seconds. The riding time is now locked for Mora. So this is an 11-10 lead. Matt return as they roll out of bounds.
Oh, last 34. Come with it. Let's go.
The final spot in the NCAA field at 285 in the Big 12, up for grabs here in these last 34 seconds. Mora will be on top. He's got the riding time locked, so this is effectively an 11-10 lead. Rasmussen needs at least the escape to tie the match. We have seen both wrestlers execute reversals here already. To his feet is Rasmussen.
Oh, he's got to get a big return. No, there's
able to get loose. Tie match.
We are tied up.
15 seconds left. The shot to a leg by Mora. Lifting. 8 seconds.
No, he doesn't have a cradle.
Just hit it!
Rasmussen able to get the takedown.
4 seconds
4
left.
seconds in the period, and Luke Rasmussen pumps his fist at the corner because he knows he's going to Philly. What a match at 285.
You gotta love it.
That was awesome.
Wow. Got to love it. Man, fireworks over here.
Man. Woo! That was fantastic.
Here's that
Luke
last
Rasmussen
takedown.
earns his spot.
Shot attempt by Mora. Rasmussen's putting those hips on him. Almost had, not necessarily cradle, but ended up catching that leg. That's really what helped him. Took a post away, scored that last takedown, 4 seconds, celebrating with his coaches over there. That is awesome. A lot of emotion right there. What a great 2 hours right there.
Man, what did we say when we came on the air? Do not sleep on session 3 at the Big 12 Championships, man. That was crazy.
Don't sleep.
Man. There are already a number of pre-allocations that have been handed out, but still some to be sorted out. There are a number of weight classes where there are only 6 pre-allocations. 133 is one of them, 157 where you're going to see 5th place matches, 174 another example where there are 6 pre-allocations. Those 5th place matches are going to be straight up for a spot in the NCAA championships. And then, of course, we've got the 3rd place matches that should be an awful lot of fun.
Exactly, right? A lot of fireworks in that 2 hours. I think we started at 12, looked down at my watch, it was whatever, 2 o'clock. I'm like, whoa, where did the time go, right? And we kind of called a lot of these matches, right? And you're going to see the same thing. To your point, Mike, these guys that are only 5 allotted spots, it's win and go. You know what I'm saying? So it's going to be fun as we take a look at the team scores right there in front of us.
Oklahoma State with an 11-point advantage in the team total. Again, we will see 3 finals tonight in the championships that are Oklahoma State and UNI head-to-head. We will also see at least 1 third-place match,
57.
as memory serves.
157.
157, we will see a head-to-head between Downey and Fish, between a Panther and a Cowboy. Iowa State and North Dakota State locked in a pretty good battle for 3rd place as well. Only 2.5 points separate them. And then West Virginia, Northern Colorado, and Oklahoma, all separated by just 1 point in total for what would be 5th place here at the Big 12. So a couple of good battles going on. Yes. North Dakota State and Wyoming, not separated by much. Some good battles from a team perspective, still rolling along. Mat 3 is underway. Mat 2 about to get underway. Poulin and Doherty in a 5th place match on Mat 1. Farber and Moore on Mat 3 at 133 pounds. That's the 3rd place match. Mat 2 and Mat 3 will be your 3rd place matches for most of the day. And on mat number 3 is where you see Farber and Moore. Mat number 2 is where you've got Richie Figs, the number 1 seed, on a roll. 3 straight falls to get here to the 3rd place match against Antonio Lorenzo from Oklahoma.
And there was a medical default on mat number 4. And we're going to see if there may have another one on mat number 4 here in just a minute. But right now we got mats 1, 2, and 3 rocking and rolling.
Figs already with a takedown here on mat 2. All
right, McDougal and Allen to the mat on mat number 4. So Just waiting on McDougal to get out there, and he has just arrived, so they'll get going on mat number 4. 0-0 right now between Farber and Moore.
When Figs and Lorenzo met in the duel, a 5-2 win for Figueroa, the defending champ at 125 nationally, also the defending, or reigning, I should say, Pac-12 champ at 125 pounds.
You almost over here trying to sound like Bruce Buffer there for a little bit with that reigning. He was close. He was close.
Well, it's the world that we're living in with this conference realignment. He's not defending his Pac-12 championship because it's not really possible to defend that title, but he still holds that title as the 2024 champ.
He does. He does. He's earned it. He's earned it. And you know, one thing you and I were talking, Mike, before we got started and just watching Figueroa warm up before here is just how he has battled back. Right, the mental toughness that he has showed to battle back. Right, you know, he's a national champ for a reason. He's showing a lot of character, a lot of heart, coming out here and wrestling on an extremely high level. Obviously, he did not expect to lose in the semifinal round or quarterfinal round, but you know, Darty had other plans as well. So, you know, you got to salute him for coming out here and continuing to battle, just like any of these guys out here doing it.
His response, though, to that adversity has been profound.
Yes.
Pinned Tucker Owens, pinned Tanner Jordan, pinned Steve O'Poulin, and now here he is in the third place match. The consolation final takedown here on mat 3, and Farber starts well against Cade Moore. That's a 3-8 matchup from a seeding perspective.
That was a really, really good job by Farber there. Climbing the ladder on Cade Moore's leg and was able to cut him back.
Late first period action on mat 1. Steve O'Poulin with an early takedown of Tristan Doherty in the 5th place match at 125. Both of those two wrestlers headed to the NCAA championships.
McDougal and Allen down here wrestling at 149. Remember, 149 only had 4 allocations. So here's this Farber takedown that I was talking about. Watch his watch. Oh, they kind of bumped it forward. They may go back, but the way he was climbing the ladder, he really took his time climbing that ladder, where Moore wouldn't try anything wild because he is very crafty.
Correcting something I said earlier, by the way, 133, 157, 174, the weight classes with 6 pre-allocations. All of those 5th place matches, both wrestlers are going to the NCAA, so those aren't for a spot in Philadelphia. They're just for 5th place. But still good action forthcoming here over the course of the balance of session number 3, as 3rd place and 5th place finishes are up for grabs.
Ooh.
Good scramble here on mat 3. Swipes.
Moore, yep, at least got 2 of them.
Moore with 2 near fall points.
Looking to throw that right boot back in. Farber's got that leg. This is where Moore's got to extend his hips, kind of putting himself in danger, but he obviously may be pretty comfortable in this position, so he's got to lock in the crotch there. He's still in control. Locked hands. Good call. Very good call, official. Yep.
2 red at a 5-2 score. 6-2 now.
Yep. This was a familiar sequence to what happened down here with Jordan and Anderson with the lock hands call. Moore was still in control, sitting on his bottom, or sitting on his butt, and when he chest wrapped basically around Farber, that's where they called the lock hands.
Farber and Moore to the edge of the circle and out of bounds. 4-1 here on mat 2. Richard Figueroa with that first period takedown.
Good attack by Lorenzo.
And on a leg here, Lorenzo is trying to work back behind Figueroa.
When Lorenzo went up to that waist, that kind of helped Figueroa get an extra bite on that hip lock there. Now he's to the body. He's going to try to get that leg in front.
Figs trying to sprawl away. Lorenzo working back behind again. whizzer from Figs, and they work their way out of bounds.
Yeah, when Lorenzo was in that position and went up to Figueroa's waist, that gave him, like I call it, an extra grip, an extra bite on that hip lock, and helped him actually defend that single leg attempt.
Pulling up 5-0 on Matt, 1 on Doherty, 5th place match at 125. McDougald and Allen scoreless early on in the second period on Matt 4 at 149 pounds. McDougald and Allen, the 5th place match at 149. Both those wrestlers will have to hope for an at-large berth to the NCAA championships with only the 4 pre-allocations for the Big 12.
Yep.
Again, spilling out of bounds are Lorenzo and Richie Figs. 6-2 in favor of Farber over Cade Moore here on mat 3 as Farber secured another takedown. Now Moore with the escape, 6-3. Riding time not a factor right now on mat number 3.
Takedown ties this thing up. Remember, I told you, Moore's got a bag of tricks. Nice!
Moore, what a move. And that will tie things up 6 apiece.
Ooh, my fandom just came out right there. Ooh-wee, that was nice. Oh,
Cade Moore, what a move.
beautiful duck under by Cade Moore there. Figueroa with another 3-point takedown.
7-2 now the lead. 5-0 in favor of Poulin on mat 1. McDougald and Allen still scoreless. A good ride from Willie McDougald, the Oklahoma Sooner, working his way up to a minute of riding time.
Does Moore commit to this ride here? There's still a lot of wrestling here. He's going to end up cutting it. Okay, so now it's a 7-6 lead for Farber. Moore obviously had the last takedown. They've traded takedowns. And that was a beautiful duck under.
Would have had to work his way through another 32 seconds of riding time to earn the point. And if he fell short, now you find yourself short time to do anything about it.
Yep. Once again, get to where you're comfortable. Get to your better position. Now, here we go. Farber's in on the leg.
Farber trying to work his way behind Cade Moore. Moore with control of that back toe. 45 seconds in this third period in a 1-point match. Farber trying to get a hold of that knee up in the air from Moore.
Look at that.
Now he's got the ankle.
He's losing the grip on that toe, though.
The toe working its way free, and there's the takedown.
Good job by Farber.
Farber with a 10-6 advantage.
And he's going with a Turk here.
UNI 11 points down in the team total. Bonus point wins would certainly be helpful for the Panthers. Farber was trying to work his way to a position where he could tilt Moore. Running out of time now, 8 seconds in the period.
Nice match by Farber there. Really nice match.
Farber's going to get the win, and he will take third at 133 pounds here at the Big 12 Championships. And another win for a UNI Panther. 10-6 the final there on mat 3. Mat 2, Figueroa about to finish off his win and take third here at 125 pounds. Not a pin this time, but a win just the same.
Win just the same.
For the defending national champion at 125. Poulin won on mat 1. McDougald and Allen 1-1. Third period action. Riding time just over a minute for McDougald. 102. So at present, he's got the advantage.
102, 139 left.
That is the 5th place match. McDougald and Avery Allen from South Dakota State.
Okay, we're trying to see. Tag and Titus are supposed to wrestle on mat 1, but I don't know if that's going to happen yet. It's going to be a medical forfeit for Julian Tag. Julian Titus was the one that medically forfeited.
So there you see at top left corner of your screen, the win for Tag.
At 141 pounds.
We're going to review on mat 4 in a 1-1 match. So Tag will take 5th. at 141. Titus will take 6th. They will both go to the NCAA championships at 141 pounds, taking 2 of the 7 pre-allocations at that weight.
So we have Travis and Drexler from North Dakota State University over here battling it out for 3rd place on mat number 3.
For Willie McDougald, ranked 13th in the national rankings. He's not going to get a pre-allocation. What do you think his case is? Good takedown here. I mean, how important is this right now for him to finish strong, show one final good result to see if he can get one of those at large berths? Yep. One escape given to Allen. It'll be 4-2. $1:15 left in that 3rd period. This is a key match for Willie McDougald.
He's got to put himself in position, right? And putting himself in the right position is winning this match, right? And everything else will kind of fall from there.
3 takedown here on mat number 2 for Andrew Alirez. This is a really good match on mat 2. Alirez and Frost at 141 pounds for 3rd place. Another match that easily could have been the championship match.
Yes.
We'll see Jamison and Happel. That's one of the 3 we mentioned earlier. UNI and Oklahoma State head-to-head matches in the championships tonight. But Alirez and Frost just as easily could have been the final at 141. Teague Travis and Gavin Drexler on mat 3 at 149 pounds. The 2 of them earned their ticket to the NCAA championships with their wins in the consolation semis. Now they go head-to-head for 3rd place at 149. Chittum and Hill just underway at 157.
I think that's going to be a pretty good match down there on mat number 1, too.
That's the 5th place match at 157 pounds. McDougald and Allen winding down the final 15 seconds. 10 seconds now in the period. Allen needs a takedown. He's got that leg shelved. McDougald working his way out of the circle. Allen drags him back into the circle. 1 second in the period, he won't be able to get the takedown, and Willie McDougald will hang on for a 4-2 win. The riding time will make it 5-2, and Willie McDougald takes 5th at 149 pounds. One final good result from Willie McDougald as he tries to make his case for an at-large berth in the NCAA championships.
Really good job by McDougald there. Gutted that one out.
You would think number 13 in the national rankings, his case is pretty strong. I mean, how many guys above him in the national rankings aren't going to get a pre-allocation?
Right.
Figure the odds are not super high, but those spots are fleeting. There are not many of them to go around, but McDougald's case for one is pretty strong. Frost and Alirez on mat 2, a 3-1 lead for the number 1 seed, Alirez. Consolation final at 141.
Yeah, Means going to get a medical forfeit because Ruiz medical forfeited the match before. So Mean will be your 5th place finish at 165 pounds.
Mean, who lost a tough match against Barraclough.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Really, really good match at 157 in the consolation semifinal earlier. Amin to the NCAA championships.
Drexler with a 3-0 lead over here on Teague Travis, and his riding time is going up to 45 seconds right now. Got that left boot or right boot thrown in there. And
trying to work to that far arm. Now around the neck, hand control as well. Now up over a minute of riding time for Gavin Drexler, the 5 seed from North Dakota State. Alirez and Frost in a good battle on mat 2 as Alirez tries to ride. They work their way out of bounds.
3-1 lead, 48 seconds. Alirez advantage. Ooh, Hill looking to score on Chittum. There's his 3 takedown. Nice lateral movement. Go behind takedown for Jared Hill for Wyoming.
Again, that's the 5th place match at 157. Drexler continuing this ride on Travis, now up to 100 seconds, $1:40 of ride time.
Travis was on his feet. Drexler did a good job of continuing to hold those ankles.
Frost got the escape here on mat 2 before the minute mark of ride time for Alirez. So a straight up 3-2 match here, top right corner of your screen. Alirez still maintaining control of that ankle. Not in control from a ride time perspective, but trying to shelf that ankle now of Frost.
Really good box.
Kicks out the other one, and there's the takedown for Alirez. That and a mat return as well. A 6-2 advantage for the number 1 seed.
Drexler with a real solid ride there for that whole second period. He's up to 2:22 of riding time. Travis is going to go ahead and cut him. That makes the score 4-0, actually 5-0. Just looked over at David Taylor. Coach Taylor told him, hey, you got to get 2 takedowns here. Oh, good job by Drexler. That was nice. That was really, really nice.
And a 7-0 lead as a result on mat 3, bottom left corner.
Really good job. Good attack by Travis, but better counter offense by Drexler. And watching Drexler wrestle, man, this dude is tough on the mat in this top position.
Good, strong ride, and that has been the story of this match. He's working his way toward 3 minutes of riding time here on Teague Travis. Locked hands, the call. North Dakota State's corner didn't like that.
Makes the score 7-1. They're looking at it. They're probably going to go over here and look at it themselves.
They will take another look to make sure that the point will be awarded to Travis. Start of the 3rd period here on mat 2. Alirez and Frost, a 6-2 advantage. Riding time down to $1:30. Frost lets him go. He's going to need a lot more than just that 1 point off the board, so he's going to have to go hunting here in these final 100 seconds.
4-0 for Hill down there on mat 1 over Chittum. 15 seconds left in the second. Riding time's not a factor. It's 38 seconds to Chittum's favor.
Active first period on mat 4, bottom right corner. 4-4, Sima and DeVos as they wind down the final 10 seconds of the first period. 4 and 5 seeds at 174 pounds.
Yeah, I could see that having some scrambles in it for sure.
Those two are both headed to the NCAA championships as the 5 and 6 seed.
Last period for Hill. Hill got hit with another stall call, which gave Chittum that 1 point. Right back in at 4-2. Takedown for Chittum, takes the lead. And he's already at 33 seconds riding time. And remember, Hill's been hit twice. So he's already given up a stall call.
Riding time not a factor there on mat 1. Chittum needs a takedown. In on a leg, though, is Hill. Trying to work behind. Chittum working away from that waist control and back to his feet. 1:20 in the 3rd period on mat 1.
So no locked hands over here on the Travis mat, on mat 3.
So it stays 7-0.
Yep. Good solid match for Drexler. I tell you what, got a couple of takedowns, got that takedown. The first takedown he scored, there was about 25, 30 seconds left in that first period. So that was really, really huge. And then he's just been riding like a dog on top, man. Tell you what.
3 minutes and 21 seconds of riding time.
Yes.
50 seconds left on mat 1. Still 4-2, Chittum and Hill.
Alirez with the win right here on mat number 2. 8-2, 9-2 with riding time.
Andrew Alirez takes 3rd. Chittum in on a leg on mat 1. Needs to pull in that far leg. Can't get to it. Good move by Hill to get loose. And works his way out of play. That's going to be a stall call for sure. And another point awarded. It's 4-3.
Okay, there's what, 27 seconds left. DeVos and Sima are down here in a bind like I figured. With 40 seconds left, DeVos trying to look to score. Got to
If you're
drive
Chittum on that one, do you try and work the action to the edge, try and get another stall call?
Best you can, or try to just get to a leg, right? Because he's not just going to be able to push Hill around. He's
15 seconds. Gets to a leg. Hill sprawls backward.
Hill cannot
10
afford
seconds.
to back out. He's got to continue to hold center.
Another shot. Hill fends it off. 5 seconds in the period. And Chittum just runs out of time. Hill hangs on for a 4-3 win there on mat 1. Fish and Downey getting started on mat 2, 157 pounds. The consolation final and another Northern Iowa-Oklahoma State head-to-head battle with a 13-point lead currently for Oklahoma State, and the team total 149.5 to 136.5.
Fish won this the last time they wrestled in sudden victory overtime. DeVos and Sima down here 8-4, 22 seconds left. DeVos with the lead off of that last takedown that he just had.
Fish and Downey, the 2 and 3 seeds. Downey won the Big 12 championship a year ago. Number 6 in the national rankings. Fish number 13 nationally.
Parker with the medical forfeit on mat number 1 for the University of Oklahoma at 184 pounds.
More scramble on mat 4, Sima and DeVos.
Yeah, that's the end of that.
Right at the tail end of the second period. Riggins and Barraclough just getting started here on mat 3 right in front of us. 165 pounds. Consolation final at 165.
Wearing the red ankle band from Iowa State, Aiden Riggins. Riggins' opponent from Utah Valley, Terrell Barraclough.
Oh, take that back.
Fish with a shot. Downey able to fend him off.
That was my apologies. This is the third period down there with DeVos and Sima.
Yes.
I thought it was actually.
Oh,
my bad.
I got you. Yeah.
I was a period ahead, my man.
So still time for Sima to do something about it.
Yes.
Riding time not presently a factor, but it's cranking up in DeVos's direction, up to 37 seconds right now.
Exactly. And he's got Sima flat on his belly, but obviously still some wrestling to be done here.
Stalemate here on mat number 2. They'll come back neutral almost 2 minutes into this first period. Mat 3 about $1.15 in at 165 pounds. Riggins and Barraclough still feeling one another out. Chittum.
And a
Fish in on a leg.
And a stall call on Downing at the same time that Fish took that shot. Well, once again, Downey doesn't mind these positions. Now, what Fish has to do, Downey's about to beat his shoulder.
He's in through the crotch, lifting Fish.
Fish has got to try to get his hips back, but Downey's beat his shoulder. And he's driving that foot in the mat.
Fish has got a strong hold on that shin.
And he's trying to adjust back. They're going to end up calling a stalemate there. But the position right there, Downey, that's the right position that Downey wanted to be in. And Fish knew that, so he was, you see how Downey was locked through the crotch and kind of lifting his hips up? Fish was trying to keep his hips back. If he could, he probably wanted to get his head under his knee. Almost similar to
Barraclough
and Riggins.
Yes. Final 30 seconds on mat 4. DeVos still in control on Sima. And he's got the riding time now as well, locked at $1.35. Novak with an early takedown and a 3-0 lead on Berberia on mat 1. 197-pound fifth place match.
Fish going in the bottom position here. Talked about how tough Downey is if he can get a wrist. But this is to Fish's favor because Downing has a stall call. So he's got to return him or let him go. And they're
nothing yet. Now they're out of play.
Woo, they were just out of bounds.
No points awarded.
Good little action right there.
We saw the strength of Fish in the consolation semifinal earlier.
What did we see? What type of strength was it?
It ended with 3 or 4 Fs, right? Strength. I don't remember exactly how you spelled it, but I know how you said it.
Yeah.
Start of the second period on mat 3. Riggins and Barraclough. Riggins will take Barraclough will take bottom. Mat returned by Downey. Ride time up over 30 seconds. Now the escape for Fish.
Okay, so I'm going to give everybody a little bit of background on his. If you saw the official count in there, Downing had that, basically we call it a Merkle position, but he's got to start turning. You saw the official count 1, 2, 3. If he holds that for 5, that would be another stall call.
Yeah.
But that's kind of where Downing was like, you know what, I need to bail out, give him his 1, not give up a stall call and make it 2-0 instead of being 1-0.
It is 1-0 now, thanks to the escape for Fish. No stall, though, to your point, for Downey. He does have the 1 stall warning already on, so the next stall will be a point for the Oklahoma State Cowboy, Caleb Fish.
Watch Fish is going to do, drag there. Man, we already got some heavyweights out here.
Herrera and Mora down on mat 4 in a 5th place match.
Novak with a 3-0 lead down here on mat number 1.
Final 15 seconds of the second period here on mat 2.
Nothing. Well, 1-0 for Barraclough and Riggins. Riggins with, that was Barraclough with the escape.
So they'll go to the third here on mat 2. When Fish and Downey met in the duel, a 7-4 sudden victory win for Fish back on January the 24th. So no surprise to see these two locked in a tight battle once again. Downey will be on bottom here, needs to work his way free. 30 seconds of ride time working down now for Fish. Downey to his feet and free, and it's 1-1.
1-1.
No riding time to speak of on mat 2. Straight up a 1-1 match, and two guys who went to sudden victory 2 months ago.
Fish has been the aggressor. Downey does have a sneaky he does have some sneaky attacks, but like I said, Fish is, when he does get in, he's got to make sure it's a crisp, clean finish, because we know how well Downey can scramble.
Downey tried the head snap. Or Fish rather tried the head snap on Downey. Downey held on to that elbow of Fish. Stalemate, and they'll come back center.
Mora and Herrera down there. 23 seconds left in the first. 0-0 is the score.
So Riggins decided to go neutral here to start the third period on mat 3. So still 1-0. He's got to go get a takedown on Barraclough. Fish in on a shot. Downey.
Oh, he's to the body. Here
Fish
we go.
lifting.
Here we go. Ooh.
Downey, good defense. 40 seconds in the period. One minute left on mat 3 for Riggins to go get a takedown on Barraclough, down 1-0.
There's Downey's shot. What did I tell you?
Downey with a shot.
What did I tell you?
Lifting Fish.
What
to
did
the
I
mat
tell
they
you?
go. And there's the takedown for Downey. And a 4-1 lead. 15 seconds left in the period. A UNI Oklahoma State battle here on mat 2. Team points at stake. Downey with the late takedown. He's going to ride out Fish. 2-1. Time expires and the period ends. The win for Downey in the third place match at 157.
Sneaky, right? One shot, one finish for Downey.
19 seconds
One
left
shot,
in the period
one
when
finish.
Downey got the takedown, and that's enough to get the win.
Good sportsmanship by Fish. Nice action, fellas. Good match.
So that'll tighten things up a little bit in the team battle. Here's a 13-point lead a moment ago.
Barraclough with the win over here on mat number 3.
Barraclough able to avoid the takedown.
Here's that Downey takedown. Got to his high crotch. I told you. And there's the difference. He was able to get to Fish's legs and get his hands locked behind his hamstrings and able to lift.
Fish had some moments where he got close.
He really did.
Just couldn't quite finish it. So 174 and 184 now on your screens on mat 2 and 3. Mat 1 is done for the day. So it'll just be mats 2, 3, and 4 for the balance. And it's my guess that once we see Mora and Herrera finish, we may be clear on mat 4 as well.
Yes, I think we will be, unless they happen to move something. But you're already clear on mat number 1.
Berge and Nietenbach on mat 2, third place match at 184. Gaitan and Sachs at 174, a third place match. Gaitan had the miraculous comeback on Cade DeVos in that consolation semifinal, was down 10-0, but then got the final minute pin in the third period to come back and get that win and earn his spot here in the third place match opposite Gavin Sachs, who won against Jared Sima.
And Gaitan did win this match in the duel against Gavin Sachs.
So yes, this will be the final match on mat 4, okay. Herrera and Mora as they start the third period. So we'll be able to go double box here for the final couple matches on mat 2 and 3 once Herrera and Mora wrap up.
They're starting the third period down there with a 1-0 lead for Mora.
Still scoreless, 80 seconds in on mat 2. Berge and Nietenbach. Same story on mat 3 for Gaitan and Sachs. Sachs working on that leg. Or rather, Gaitan working on the leg of Sachs.
Yep.
He's got that ankle wrapped up. But Sachs is through the crotch of Gaitan.
Like I said, this is Sachs' position, man. Gaitan's doing a really good job. He did a very good job keeping his hips down, getting over the leg. There's a three-point takedown for Gaitan.
Good work by MJ Gaitan from Iowa State. And he takes the early lead.
It's locked hands call. Yep, official saw that one.
So a point there.
So 3-2 is the score.
For the locked hands, a point for the escape. 3-2, still scoreless on mat 2. Berge and Nietenbach. Berge got the win over DJ Parker in the consolation semifinal. Nietenbach here in the consolation semis thanks to a medical forfeit from Bachman.
Ooh, nice shot, Herrera. I see you.
In on a leg down there on mat 4.
Man.
In a 1-1 match. And the takedown with 20 seconds remaining.
From space. Nice shot, Herrera. Oh!
That makes reversal. 4-3. 10 seconds left. Still time here for Mora. 5 seconds. Not enough time. Good action down there on mat 4. Herrera hangs on. 5-3 the final.
All right, Berge's got another nosebleed, man. Let's see if he's double plugged today.
Going to review on mat 2. Call will be confirmed. It is a takedown. 3 red, and the advantage for Bennett Berge late in the first period.
Yeah, real late. 8 seconds left.
Gaitan and Sachs now level 3-3 as Sachs gets away here early on second period. Riding time not a factor. A 3-3 match. Two mats the rest of the way here for session number 3 as we wind to the close. Consolation finals, 174, 184, 197 in heavyweight. All we've got left in this session before the 10 championship matches tonight. Again, that's 9 o'clock Eastern time, 8 Central, here in Tulsa on ESPNU. the final 10 matches of the Big 12 championships.
Got some more blood. I think that's Sachs over there on this one. Oh, contact, my bad. And they're using their phone. I see you. You see the trainer got the trainer was, she was using her phone so he could put his contact in. Technology these days, baby.
You got to use it, man.
Hey, man, you got to use it, right? One escape from Nietenbach there.
.50 seconds into this second period on mat 2, 3-1, 3-3. Gaitan and Sachs midway through the second period, but here working through the scramble are Gaitan and Sachs.
Sachs is trying to put him in danger. That's what it won.
1, 2, 3. Nothing yet. Nothing yet.
Just missed it.
No takedown. Brick is out.
Gaitan's going for a Peterson position here. Yep.
Gaitan to the ankle.
Still
There
no
is
control.
a brick out from
Brick
the
is
Oklahoma
wrong.
corner.
Ref's going to let him wrestle through this situation, get to a spot where probably nobody's close to scoring, but okay. So
Now they'll call stalemate and take another look at whether or not he was in danger for long enough to award the takedown.
just from that view, I think I think he hit 1, I think he hit 2, I think he was getting ready to go 3, but I think that right in that area is when Gaitan was able to get his hips back over.
Meanwhile, while we were focused on that, Berge got another takedown, a 6-1 advantage on Nietenbach. Stall call makes it 7-1 Berge, late time in the second period.
So we'll see what
7-1 as they go to the third period. Let's take another look at the...
Yeah, we'll see what they come up here.
Eric Boucher, Kevin Looper with a long look at the review here on mat number 3.
We'll try to take a quick look at this review here in this area of danger. So let's see here. Once again, one of Sachs's favorite positions. And he kind of Winn-Dixie him a little bit, and he catches him right there. See how he pinches his knees? 1, 2.
So just as he was about to begin that third chop is where you see him scramble out of it.
Yeah, and I understand the brick from Cam Secor over here, right? That's the right call to challenge that. I just don't know if it was a full 3, but we'll find out here in a minute. As far as just being in danger zone, if it was a full 3, that would be 3 points for Gavin Sachs. If it's not, the score's still 3-3, 24 seconds left in the second period.
Blood time here on mat 2.
Berge is just, man, he been through it, ain't he? This is what you were talking about.
Yeah, man,
like you see it on his face, and you see it on a lot of these competitors' face, right? Cuts, scratches, bruises, but, you know, hey, he'll be back in the room on Monday.
no way around it. You got,
a
couple weeks to get ready for Philadelphia.
Once again, some more cold plunges for sure.
Long look at it here on mat number 3, and this is one where you got to watch it in real time to be able to get a really good feel for whether or not that third swipe was necessary and whether or not the takedown will be awarded to Gavin Sachs.
It was close. It was super close, and they're just trying to make the right call.
Here we go.
So
Eric Boucher says, call on the mat stands,
I think
no
that's the right
takedown.
call. In my personal opinion, just watching it, I think it's the right call. It was a good challenge by OU.
Good mat return by Berge, meanwhile, on mat number 2. And another takedown and an 11-1 advantage. So Bennett Berge in a really good position at 184 on the right side of your screen. Meanwhile, 3-3 as they wrestle the final 10 seconds here on mat 2 in period 2. Beg your pardon, mat 3 in period 2.
Pretty sure they're going to leave Gaitan on his feet. Yep.
Riding time not a factor on mat 3, so this will be a straight-up tie match, 3-3. for third place at 174 pounds.
Ooh. Oh.
Rolling through the scramble.
That's Al Gaitan right there.
Gaitan gets behind and gets the takedown. MJ Gaitan surges in front here in period 3. Meanwhile, Bennett Berge winding down the final seconds. An 11-1 with riding time 12-1 win at 184 pounds. Bennett Berge will finish third here at the Big 12 Championships and begin his preparation for the NCAA.
Nice job, Bennett Berge, another returning All-American at 184 pounds.
6'4" now. Sachs with the escape. 118 to work with. 197. Third place match, Glazier and Bush. Heavyweight, Rasmussen and Mitchell. That's all that's left in the day, other than what you see here on mat number 3. Gaitan and Sachs working their way to the final minute of period 3 in a 2-point match.
So Sachs has been that's what Sachs has to do, or sorry, Gaitan has to do right there. Ooh, good double. I don't know if he wants to put himself in Sachs's danger zone as far as the scrambling spot, right?
Bush and Glazier just getting started on mat number 2, right side of your screen. Gaitan and Sachs, 40 seconds left for Sachs to find a takedown.
And that's exactly what he's doing. He's not going to put himself in that danger zone. He's going to make Sachs shoot. He's built this lead up 6-4, 35 seconds left, and he's just going to hold position.
When they met last year here at the Big 12 Championship, Sachs got a win in sudden victory. When they met in the duels, it was a win for Gaitan, 7-2. 20 seconds left here in the third place match at 174. Gaitan.
Goal is to keep your hips down. Don't get in a waterfall position if you're Gaitan. Push back on the thigh.
Lifting is Sachs. 8 seconds to work with. The Oklahoma corner saying go, go, but he's going to run out of time. MJ Gaitan with a 6-4 win at 174 pounds, and he'll take third place.
Well executed match by Gaitan right there. Here we go. We got our last 2 matches. Mike.
Glazier and Bush underway. Minute and 20 seconds gone by at 197 pounds. Third place match, the consolation final, and the heavyweight consolation final about to get underway between Rasmussen and Mitchell.
Glazier with the nice single leg attack, trying to reach across and go grab Bush's right ankle. Bring it to him a little bit. There he is. There's 3 point. Oh, little roll, but now Bush has got to realize.
Yeah, they do award the takedown to Glazier. This is a rematch, by the way, of a quarterfinal that was won by Glazier 4-2 yesterday. That's their only meeting this year.
Nice job by Glazier there.
Glazier lost a tough one to Luke Serber in the semifinal,
yes.
A 1-0 decision. Serber will face Wyatt Volker at 197 pounds in the final tonight.
Another rematch there. Obviously, Kekais and Plott, they've wrestled numerous times. Happel and Jamison have wrestled numerous times. So
second meeting this year for Mitchell and Rasmussen. On the left side of your screen, the heavyweight consolation final. When they met in the duel back on February 1st, it was a win for Rasmussen, 7-4. So these 2 matches, when they happened earlier this year, of course, Bush and Glazier yesterday, both of them were tight matches. So a good way to finish up here the final 2 consolation finals in the Big 12 Championships. In on a leg was Mitchell,
nice job,
and he gets
Mitchell.
the takedown.
Nice job.
Minute 10 into that first period, he gets the takedown and a 3-0 advantage. Stall warning here on mat 2.
Is that on Glazier?
No, on Bush.
Oh.
I'm sorry, yes, on Glazier.
Okay, I got you. I'm with you. Short time here in that first period. Ooh, man, this has been a fun 2 days.
And to think we're not done. 10 more matches tonight in what will be assuredly a sold-out BOK Center. 2 reversal there for Rasmussen under a minute in the first period. Left side of your screen, 285 consolation final. 3-1 now with the escape for Bush as he chose bottom to start off this second period.
These big boys still in the first period. Takedown and a reversal over here.
And Bush now cranking up the ride time. I should say cranking down the ride time. There was close to a minute for
Mitchell. It was close.
For Mitchell, but Rasmussen now getting it down under 25 seconds as of right now. Throwing that leg around was Rasmussen.
Oh, but he's in danger right here. He doesn't have a boot in. There it is. Okay. He anchored down on that one.
He can work the riding time all the way back down to effectively 0 if he can ride him out. And as Mitchell looks at the clock, complacent to allow that to happen. And they'll head to the second period in a 3-2 match. 43 seconds left here on mat 2 in period 2. Glazier, the South Dakota State Jackrabbit, with the 3-1 advantage. He also has a minute 27 seconds worth of riding time. 15 seconds now in the period. Bush having a tough time getting a shot off a roll through here on mat number 3. Start of the third period, the reversal. And 2 for Rasmussen and the lead. Luke Rasmussen with a 4-3 advantage. 90 seconds left in the heavyweight classification.
So let's talk about this a little bit. Between Rasmussen and Mora and all the reversals that was going on there on their last match, I think Mora had 3 reversals himself.
Yeah.
These heavyweights is
did Rasmussen at least get 2?
He at least got 2. They are wrestling, right? And obviously, you know, over here with Herrera and Mora, like, I know I said, come on, big fella, let's work. Like, these dudes they are wrestling, man. It is awesome to see. And they're wrestling on their feet. They're wrestling on the mat. You know, it's fun, exciting.
20 seconds into the third period here on mat 2. Lifting that knee is Bush, and they work their way out of bounds. Riding time over a minute for Glazier, 1:03. Bush trying to work that down here on the ride to start off the period. And then you got to imagine he'll cut him loose and try and make something happen in the final 90 seconds. Just now, under a minute of ride time, and he'll let him go. 4-1 the score, and now Bush needs a takedown.
56 seconds riding time here. It's 4-3 over here. 16 seconds left. 1:02 for Rasmussen in his riding time, so he's continuing to build that up. Going to try to finish this period on top.
If he can, he would effectively take a 2-point lead to the final period.
Yep, gave up the first takedown and 2 reversals.
Midpoint of period 3 on mat 2. Bush has got a minute to get a takedown. Third place at stake at 197 pounds. They'll start neutral in period 3 on mat 3. And it is effectively a 5-3 advantage for Rasmussen with the riding time at $1:17. 35 seconds, period 3 on mat 2.
Stall call right there.
4-2.
Yep.
So now a takedown for Bush could win the match.
Glazier's wrestling that edge. He's not going to circle back to the middle. He's going to stay right there.
A shot from Bush, fended off by Glazier. 15 seconds in the period. Bush, another shot, another stall call. 4-3.
4-3. 11 seconds left.
Can Bush get another stall call? Can he get a takedown? 10 seconds. working to the edge. 6 seconds in the period. Bush pushing backward. Time will expire. And Zach Glazier will hang on. The 4-3 win at 197. And the Iowa transfer will take third for South Dakota State at 197 pounds. Final minute of session number 3 on mat 3. Rasmussen and Mitchell. Rasmussen with the 4-3 lead. Call it 5-3 with the riding time. Mitchell needs a takedown here.
Mitchell's got to go find that attack like he did early in the match. Hold him center, 35 seconds left here.
The 248th match of the weekend. Mitchell and Rasmussen, and in on a leg is Mitchell. Trying to get deeper, 27 seconds to work with. Lifting Rasmussen.
Good hips by Rasmussen there.
Now Rasmussen through the crotch and trying to lift Mitchell.
Yep.
18 seconds.
He's gonna try to get his hips high. Scooting and try to get his hips high. There it is right there. Good job. Good count.
And the takedown for Rasmussen to put it away.
Good job.
Luke Rasmussen. And a good finish to the afternoon for South Dakota State as they get back-to-back third-place finishes within about a minute of each other. Luke Rasmussen will take third in the heavyweight class.
I think that was supposed to be a jackrabbit jump. That's what I think that was supposed to be. You know what I mean? I think that's what that was supposed to be, man. What a great time, Mike. Wow. Awesome atmosphere. I want to thank everybody that helped us sound great on the air with the stats and spotters and here and in Indy and our producers, man. Appreciate all you guys and gals and everybody helping out. But what an environment. Still got some great matches here this evening. 10 matches. Folks trying to get, they've already punched their ticket to Philadelphia, but get on top of this Big 12 podium this evening.
Team total, Oklahoma State at 149.5, Northern Iowa 137.5. Again, we will see 3 head-to-head matches tonight in the finals. So close enough, but still the chances for UNI are slim because Oklahoma State has other wrestlers in the final as well. Spratley at 125. You'll see Tegan Jameson face Happel in one of those head-to-heads, Oklahoma State and UNI. UNI has Real Buto at 149 facing Pinheiro Johnson from Iowa State, so a chance for UNI to score there. 165-0. 174 is where you see Dean Hamady and O'Toole. That is one to look forward to in a big way tonight. Keckeisen and Plata, UNI, Oklahoma State battle at 184, 197 as well. Serber and Volker, and then Hendrickson against Schultz in the heavyweight classification. So Oklahoma State in a really good position going into tonight.
Yes. A lot of fun, man.
12-point advantage as we head to Sunday. 10 matches left in the Big 12 championships. What a weekend it has been so far. So much more fun still to come tonight at 9 o'clock on ESPNU with the final 10 matches of the weekend. For Hardell Moore alongside Ryan Jordan, our producer, and our
mấy mày mày thôi không dám nữa.
Được vậy bây giờ ta tải lên Drive thử xem nào.
Để quay không gửi được thì nói chuyện gì, chán điên.
Tải lên Drive thì được, chỉ cần mình cứ truy cập được Drive của tao không rồi.
Đăng nhập được ai không bảo à? Hay là như nào?
Không, tao gửi mày có Drive không? Có luôn gì? Tao hết cả 3 video này á. Mẹ mỗi
không biết tao đăng nhập chưa?
Một cái 200 mấy M backup.
Bình thường 200 mấy M chất lượng thấp rồi. Tao còn quay HD với nạc.
Giờ vấn đề là tao đeo nhớ cách chia sẻ.
Lên talk xem. Máy bị nhiệt ở phần dưới sao ấy.
Bị nhiệt đoạn này.
Cả bên này nữa nên tao không bấm được. Xong rồi tao phải vuốt lên. Mình chạy xanh 138 nghìn à. Đặt lấy.
Mua được đấy, mua để giảm giá, mua sắp 7 quyển hết có mấy, có hơn 200 đấy. Ê, chia sẻ gì đã quên bố rồi.
Lên Google xem. Mày quay đến Tết à? Quay
nó tải
quay 15 video nó mất mẹ 1 tiếng rồi. 15 4 phút một cái, 15 cái thì 1 tiếng hơn đấy.
mày không phải để cảm ứng đâu, hôm nọ ta thử dùng ta rất đơn dụng cả màn hình rồi, bình thường thì là
Đây bị đơ gì
hơi đơ lên. Rồi, chờ video nó tải lên xong lâu quá rồi. Cứ chờ đi. Lâu phết. Bạn yếu lâu phết.
mày viết thử chưa?
Tí rồi. Cái video ta gửi cái này mà.
Thôi mày gửi được tí nó đơn mẹ mày.
Không, cái này gửi cái này mình không. Mày có drive chưa?
Có rồi. Mày gửi thì không có tí tao đăng nhập.
Gì nhỉ?
Tobacco 2 chữ cờ
Tobacco đây rồi.
543.
Cho quyền người chỉnh sửa, ok.
Được chưa?
Thêm cái tin nhắn bừa bừa đấy.
Gửi linh tinh à?
Ta gửi thêm file vào rồi. Mày xem thử nhá.
Từ từ đợi đủ 4 phút tao ngắt ra về quay. Đang quay đây, nó gửi không?
Ta gửi thử một cái file một cái file trong sẵn trên này.
Nhưng mà đưa ra tao chưa đăng nhập Google.
Mấy phút vào mình chọn Google phát xong tẹo xong. Nếu mày vào mày tải cái đấy về được không?
Tao nhớ mật khẩu xong new Zalo mất hết mẹ tin nhắn này.
Tại cả phút. Thì cái Zalo cũ nó nằm ra nào? Zalo nằm ở chỗ nào? Nó nằm ở cái máy nào?
Cái máy ở quán.
Tại cả phút. Mình nhờ ai cái đấy sao lưu lên drive được?
Tao sao new của Zalo nhưng mà giờ không nhớ mật khẩu sao new.